Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Creating creative image hover effects using HTML and CSS can add an engaging touch to your web design. Below is a tutorial that guides you through creating a simple yet effective image hover effect using CSS. Tutorial: Creative Image Hover Effect. Step 1. Setting up the HTML structure. First, we'll create a simple HTML structure to hold our images. We'll use a container div to hold the images and apply the hover effect to each image. HTML. Doctype HTML. HTML lang equals n. Head. Meta charset equals UTF-8. Meta name equals viewport. Content equals width equals device width. Initial scale equals 1.0. Title image hover effect / title. Link rel equals stylesheet. Href equals styles.css. / head. Body. Div class equals image container. Div class equals image hover. Img src equals https via placeholder.com/300 alt equals sample image. Div class equals overlay. Div class equals text hovered text /div. 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 Div class equals image hover. Img src equals https via placeholder.com/300 alt equals sample image. Div class equals overlay. Div class equals text hovered text /div. 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 Div class equals image hover. Img src equals https via placeholder.com/300 alt equals sample image. Div class equals overlay. Div class equals text hovered text /div. 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 /body. /html. Step 2. Adding CSS styles. Now, let's add some CSS to style the image container, images, and the hover effect. Save this CSS in a file named styles.css. CSS. Body. Display, flex. Justify content, center. Align items, center. Height, 100 vh. Margin, 0. Background color, F0 F0 F0. Image container. Display, flex. Gap, 20 px. Image hover. Position, relative. Overflow, hidden. Width, 300 px. Height, 300 px. Border radius, 10 px. Box shadow, 04 px 15 px. Rgba, 0, 0, 0, 0.1. Transition, transform 0.3 ses. Image hover img. Width, 100%. Height, 100%. Object fit, cover. Transition, transform 0.3 ses. Image hover. Transform, scale, 1.05. Overlay. Position, absolute. Top, 0. Left, 0. Right, 0. Bottom, 0. Background color, Rgba, 0, 0, 0, 0.5. Opacity, 0. Transition, opacity 0.3 ses. Display, flex. Justify content, center. Align items, center. Image hover. Overlay. Opacity, 1. Text. Color, white. Font size, 20px. Text align, center. Explanation of the code. 1. HTML structure. Each image is wrapped in a div with the class image hover. Inside this div, we have an img tag for the image and another div for the overlay that will appear on hover. 2. CSS styles. Body, center the content in the viewport with flexbox. Image container, set up a flex container to hold the image hover elements. Image hover, this class makes each image relative and adds a shadow. The overflow, hidden, prevents content from overflowing. Image, ensures the image fits well within the container. Overlay, this is initially set to be transparent, opacity, 0, and covers the entire image. When hovered, it becomes visible, opacity, 1. Text, centered text that appears over the overlay. 3. Hover effects. When you hover over the image hover div, the image scales up slightly, and the overlay fades in with the text. Final touch. You can customize the images and overlay text as per your needs. You can also adjust the scale, colors, and text styles to match your website's design. Conclusion. With just a few lines of HTML and CSS, you can create an appealing image hover effect that enhances user interaction. Feel free to experiment with different styles, animations, and effects to create a unique look for your website.